I'm asked to do this. I don't care about this.
I don't like.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
I'm not saying free Kelly, free R. Kelly. What I'm saying is free Robert.
Stop it. Get some help.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Emotional, damn it.
What's up, everybody? Welcome again to another episode of Make It Make Sense. I'm your host, the one and only Monray Hudson, aka Mr. Drop the Mic himself. And I am not alone. I'm joined by a wonderful, colorful crew representing Overall 99 Media, aka GTC Mafia themselves. I'm gonna let them introduce themselves. First and foremost, to my right, we have somebody who wants to have a toast for the a-holes. I'm gonna let him explain himself. First and foremost, who are you, my good brother?
I am La Alphazel May, and shout out to episode 750 upload on Overall 99 Media. This is episode 750, so shout out to that.
Hey!
There we go. Joe brought the energy. Give her a good hello.
Yeah, and I wanted to announce the merch, but for some reason it's taking days to review, so it ain't out yet, but it's in the works. So GTC Mafia merch is coming soon. Matter of fact, I'm gonna send it to Monte. He can show you sometime during the show the GGC Mafia logo that's gonna be on the merchandise.
So you already know. We got the merch man himself, and then under him we have a brother who seems to be incognito, but is flashier than everybody in that shirt. I'm gonna let him introduce himself, Mr. Unico Williams. Who are you, my good sir?
Hi, my name is Unico Williams, and I'm a recovering Kanye addict.
Good.
Well, all right, then. I guess he's just gonna be like that, Mike. I don't know what to tell you. Then, of course, we have the one and only scumbag who is getting ready himself, Mr. Afro Kami 765.
You already know. She was a neighborhood scumbag here to give the folks their daily dose of dirtbag and talk about Kanye's totally rational line of thoughts in the past couple days. Perfectly strategic. It's all planned marketing, market strategy.
All I like to say is wow myself. I promise you I like that. But as you know, this is Make It Make Sense. We're taking all the trending topics, the hot takes, all the bad opinions all over the world. And we got to dive into them. And first and foremost, there is only the one, the only, the Ye, the Yeezy himself. And Kanye West, what can we say? He is a very talented individual, one of the greatest we have ever seen of our generation. My man has been in a lot of the media as a recent memory, and he had a lot to say, a lot to do, you know, and just ain't really a lot else to say. It's Kanye. And so first and foremost, we already know what the thing is in the media right now. It is the shirt, the infamous shirt. The
what if Joe came back with one of those shirts on right now?
That would be excellent content, my guy. That would be perfect content.
If Joe just came back with the White Lives Matter shirt, I thought he was lit.
And you know, I don't really want to just necessarily share it on here. I'm pretty sure everybody's seen it. Everybody knows what it is. We got the White Lives Matter, but that has not been the only thing that Kanye has done. As we all know, Kanye has had a history of saying many things and doing many things and being in the middle of media. To give everybody a reminder, I'm gonna show you a few things in the past that we may have forgotten that Kanye has done, leading to this moment. As we have moment number one.
Thank you so much. I always dreamed about what it would be like to maybe win one of these someday, but I never actually thought that would happen. I sing country music, so thank you so much for giving me a chance to win a VMA award.
Yo, Taylor, I'm really happy for you. I'm gonna let you finish, but Beyonce had one of the best videos of all time. One of the best videos of all time.
Yes, he did go up on the VMA Awards during somebody else's award ceremony to literally point out that somebody else had one of the greatest videos of all time. Then consciously and very chippily just walked away like he did nothing wrong necessarily. That was just one. We also have another infamous thing that he did say as well.
Anybody out there that wants to do anything that we can help with the setup, the way America is set up to help the poor, the black people, the less well off as slow as possible. I mean, this is Red Cross is doing everything they can. We already realize a lot of the people that could help are at war right now, fighting another way, and they've given them permission to go down and shoot us.
And subtle, but in even many ways more profoundly devastating, is the lasting damage to the survivors' will to rebuild and remain in the area. The destruction of the spirit of the people of southern Louisiana and Mississippi may end up being the most tragic loss of all.
George Bush doesn't care about black people.
Please call.
In the past few days,
and the fact that you got to be Chris Tucker and got to follow it up is just hilarious to me. That's one. And then, of course, we have the other thing that Kanye has said recently.
What happened last week with the Great America, Make America Great Again?
I'm probably going to do the least good explanation of why.
What are you trying to do with the message you're sending?
It was a feeling I had. So for me to wear that hat means I want to make America great in my own way. When you hear about slavery for 400 years, that sounds like a choice.
You said that slavery was around for 400 years. At a point, it becomes a choice?
I just love Trump. That's my boy. He did this. Some of them Obama did too. Wow, the room is quiet in here. They're really gonna send some black people to kill me. Probably the idea is to beat sense into me, but you could live through an ass whooping. Hey, everyone listen to this, please. I was gonna stand on this chair right now, right? You know why I'm not standing on the chair right now? I didn't want y'all to call me fat.
I just don't believe that.
It is a choice, just like when I said slavery is a choice.
I am unbelievably hurt by the fact that you have morphed into something that's not real.
Brother, don't scream because it will make us look crazy.
So that's just very simple, just to give you a small sense of what Kanye has done in the past, which is a lot. And then, of course, we got what he's done recently, which, the Make America Great Again with Mr. Donald Trump, as well as what he's done recently. But we know what his shirt has said, And
if he threw the MAGA hat on with the White Lives Matter.
And White Lives Matter, y'all defended, saying that he considered it funny and he's against. I don't say against, but he has thoughts about the Black Lives Matter. So I gotta let y'all have that y'all first initial thought. Let's have a toast. What are your thoughts of Kanye West?
How long? At one point, do we acknowledge that he's an attention seeker and that he does this for attention? He continually do for attention, but we celebrate when it's on the side we agree with. But he's always been an attention seeker. That's what he does. He wants to get you talking. He wants to be the most important person in the room. He's that guy. So you ever met that guy, Tori, that when everybody talking to everybody at like a group function, that he just start yelling just for attention?
He's a pick me.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's talking to somebody else, and he just have to start yelling. He has to start interrupting conversation because he always had to be the center of attention. No one talked about him for a minute. He has to be the one that speaks. He has to be the one in the center of attention. And we continue to give it to him. Why? Because it's the most interesting thing in the world. He's an interesting dude. We cannot lie. But he's a pick-me dude.
He can make fire music.
He can. Lately, it ain't been as nowhere near as good, even though I did some of the songs on Thunder was fire. But it ain't nowhere near his old music. But again, he's a pick-me type dude, which is probably why he's successful, by the way. If you go by sociology terms, he is very successful because he wants the attention. He wants to be the best. That's what I'm saying. He made a song called Gold Diggers, said he never want one, and then he became one, dated a woman that was on her way to billions.
I'm sorry, excuse me. You're calling Kanye a gold digger?
Yeah.
We gonna act like Kim K have more money than him?
We gonna act like he wasn't in $300 million debt until she hooked him up with a Gap deal.
I was about to say, bro.
Let's not pretend like he did. True. And then she hooked him up with an Adidas deal.
Don't come on Beyonce's internet lying. That's not true.
Really?
We get no, I'm sorry.
I think it's because it's Beyonce's internet that we can tell it's true.
Sorry, I didn't say anything. Sorry, go ahead. I'm sorry.
All I know is he's told Mark Zuckerberg he was $300 million in debt, and Disney helped me because I'm in trouble. Then all of a sudden he's dating a Kardashian, and all of a sudden he got deals, and it's beneficial to him.
I
And
just
then
wish
he-
they tell the truth on this show about stuff. Now you just
Hey,
that's-
listen,
that's made
I
up.
know that's your father.
No,
But he-
that's made up. Like if you're gonna talk about him right.
No, you know he was in debt.
You know we're here to talk about. You say
know he got that gap there. He was in debt.
No,
You
say
know
it's
he was
not-
in debt.
No, he was not in debt. That
Joe,
nigga
he
was
was in
never
debt.
broke. He told you niggas.
Yeah. Joe, he was in debt. Just because you in debt don't mean you broke, Joe.
He's not in debt. He was not.
He not in debt no more, but Joe,
Nobody
Joe, don't mean you broke, Joe. Joe, don't mean you broke. You in debt.
He didn't. He's not in.
I know he's not no
We
more.
know he's not in debt anymore.
But he was in debt, Joe.
All right,
He got a bill. He got that Kardashian. He got that Kardashian.
So you saying he's not in debt?
All right, we're here to talk about what he's been going through this week and what he's been saying.
I'm just telling you the truth. He's an attention seeker. That's it.
I knew this episode was gonna be fun.
He's an attention seeker.
Don't come on here and say the fake stuff though, bro. Don't come
What
on
you
here.
mean? He said it. So he lied. I want to know is he lying? He
I was
said
about
it.
to say, 'cause this
He
is what he
said it.
said.
So he's the lie. He's my source. He is
Go,
my
man.
source.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
He is
Okay,
my
one
source.
mic. Zell May gonna finish getting your rocks off.
done.
You need to go have his pants.
I'm done. I ain't got
He's
no-
an attention
Go ahead.
seeker. That's it. He
I'm sorry.
enjoys attention. He dates. He dated Kim Kardashian, who helped him
married
get
her,
back
they
on.
wasn't just dating.
Yeah. He dated her, then he married her. He did better. He got on some shows. He did what he do. He lived better. Shout out to him. She do the same thing to men. She did it to Ray J. She moved on to other people. Yo, she got what she got. She got to get back. I'm cool with
Wouldn't
that.
Pete
But
Davidson be below her then, technically, on the socioeconomic standing?
what's that?
Wouldn't Pete Davidson be below her on like socioeconomic standing then?
I don't know. He's on SNL and whatnot, but he
You're gonna
definitely
put
got a
Pete
boost off
Davidson
of. He
on a
definitely got a boost off
monetary,
of dating
social
her.
level.
Oh no,
as
he not.
high or higher than Kim
Shout out to
Kardashian.
him.
No,
Shout out
he
to
got
him.
he got a total he got a total boost.
Hey, listen. Shout out to him too. He got to come up too. He got a
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
socioeconomic come up.
Not nowhere close to her level though.
I'm not saying that.
But they said,
I would go Pete
they
Davidson.
say
By the
he got
way.
the hammer,
Your
bro.
argument, you was like,
They said that nigga's got the. They say he's long, strong silver, bro.
I'm talking about when she started and then how she got there, and then she got there.
You gotta remember, Kim K started off as Paris Hilton's freaking assistant. Her
on the Paris Hilton show.
yeah.
All I'm
Paris
saying,
Hilton
I'm saying
stylist.
she
That's
she
what it was.
came
She was
up.
Paris Hilton's
She came up
stylist.
off the come up.
Judge Monray, objection.
He has an objection. But I'm gonna let you Nico get his rocks off. I'm just let a toast finish his spiel before we continue.
That's what I'm saying. They come.
Finish your round one. Finish round one.
All I'm saying is she had to come up. They had to come up. I'm not against it. I'm for it actually. On monetary side, not importance or popularity. He is way more. Well, I don't know. Actually, they kind of it's weird.
I was gonna say, I don't know if you can say he's way more popular than her.
I was about to say yes, but then I realized like, they are famous.
Valid.
I was gonna say Kardashians are famous.
Yeah, and I'm gonna let Joe cap for his father, but at the same time, he's an attention seeker, and as long as we talk about him, he gonna keep doing this. And that's how it's gonna happen.
I'm about to need to roll more.
And if you stop talking about him for a little bit, he gonna do something more extreme.
That is the toast. And for everybody watching, in case you need like a bigger reminder of what he's done recently, to give you a slight picture, this is the White Lives Matter shirts. On the front of it is a picture of the Pope. And it comes with a caption. It's just a simple caption. He has said, everybody knows that Black Lives Matter was a scam. Now it's over. You're welcome. Just simple example of the shirt in case you need like a reminder or an understanding. And like I said previously, he did sort of give a defense or his explanation. He gave an explanation of why he put it, which I'm gonna play now before I let you Nico have. No, we're gonna play the defense before I let you Nico come to the defense, in a sense. So he's just.
I want to answer the white. I feel like someone caught what I was saying, the comparison to Tanya Hardin about the White Lives Matter. My dad is an educated ex-Black Panther, and he put a text to me today. He said, "White Lives Matter, ha, 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 ha." And I said, I thought the shirt was a funny shirt. I thought the idea of me wearing it was funny. And I said, "Dad, what do you think it was funny?" He said, just a Black man stating the obvious. Yeah. And, my dad doesn't listen to rap music. and he's like super educated. We opened up a water distribution center in the Dominican Republic together. He's like the original Steve Jobs, but he was getting blocked every which way with all of his ideas, and he didn't have an endless bank account, and he didn't have an Instagram. So all these ideas, he had to like take them back and compress them. Like, my dad is the most brilliant person that I know, and we actually have a strained relationship because I was taken from him, because my mom was an actress, so she was a liberal, and my dad would see certain things and say, you know, we should do it this way, we should do it that way, and the people got around my mom and pulled her away, much like, you know, Kim is a Christian, but she has people who want her to go to Interview magazine and put her ass out while she's a 40-something-year-old multi-billionaire with 4 black children. And this is how fashion wants to, how they want to present her.
So like I say, that's a snippet of his explanation. So I'm sure you have to watch the fullness of the interview, which I highly advise anybody who wants to, because some of the things Kanye says in that interview, it'll shock you. You know, it'll give you some things to sort of ponder on. Unico Williams, my friend, you are a Kanye fan. You are somebody who appreciates Kanye. I would like your introspection into how you think of Kanye as of right now. What are your thoughts on Kanye West? Oh boy.
First and foremost, I just want to keep the conversation as to what the conversation is about. I apologize, El May. I just don't agree with anything that you said about that come up, and nor did I
play it, Murray. I sent it to you.
That's not a violation.
I'm talking about. I sent you the proof.
What did you pre-send stuff? That's fine. So let me start my soliloquy all over again, if you don't mind. But I'm also speaking to y'all though. I just want to start off by saying respectfully that I don't agree with anything that you just said about Kanye's come up. I don't agree with anything about what you say with Kim and Kanye's dynamic. I think that's very inaccurate. I don't think that he used her as a come up, because who was more known than Kanye West?
Kim Kardashian.
It wasn't Kim Kardashian. So if anybody got to come up off of this, it was definitely Kanye.
She had a whole TV show before they got together.
You're trying to tell me that
seasons in the can.
You're trying to tell me that. Oh, okay. So just respectfully, just answer yes or no. You're trying to tell me that Kim Kardashian has more notoriety than Kanye West. Say yes.
When they got together? When they
first got together.
Yes.
Okay. I respectfully disagree with you. Zelmay, do you have an opinion?
They close. I can't
close. And then Monray, if you don't mind.
I can't agree with that. I can't agree that at the time they got together, that Kim Kardashian had more notoriety. I mean, her name might have been more recently, because you know,
they were multiple seasons into Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
I'm not gonna say more though. I can't say more.
That shit was on prime time TV.
Okay.
At the time when TV still mattered.
Like I can't agree that she's more known than he was when they got together. I can't agree.
I'm not saying that. I can't say that either.
I can't agree with it. I can't agree with that.
I said the word notoriety. That's all I said.
But money wise, she was rich.
I never said a thing about.
That's what I'm saying. I agree with you. She wasn't more. She was close, but she wasn't more famous than Kanye. No, I can't agree with that. I can't agree with that. No, she ain't.
And Afro Kami again, I respectfully disagree, but that's okay. Because we're here to just have a sensible, round table, and we'll just talk about it real quick. So if you don't mind, I get to my point. This week, now, as you can see, when Monray was showing us all of the scenes and things from the controversial things that he did, I was very, very excited, and then I went down to my cringe. Like I was excited for him, and then as he showed the last part, it started where like I don't really think I agree with you on this. But I mean, Kanye West says a lot of things that make a lot of sense. Actually, when I first thought, and that's what made me think that like I'm not thinking about outside the box anymore. I'm losing that part of me that Kanye taught me, is that I'm not thinking outside the box. Why would I not think that this man found out about Black Lives Matter that organization, even though I knew it. I knew that. It took for Shorty to tell me, well, don't you think that he's just making a mockery of Black Lives Matter, the organization, not the movement? And I didn't think of that because I always forget because I never think about Black Lives Matter, the organization. I always just think about the spirit of Black Lives Matter. And then it would come out that that's what he was talking about. He's talking about the organization that stole lots of money. Under the guise of BLM. If you go look, and even Candace Owen got a little thing going out there, and I don't even rock with her, but she got a nice little documentary out here. I think that we all ought to watch it. But we need to stop using the organization BLM as the scapegoat, as what I want to say, the symbol of Black Lives Matter. And we need to just look at the fact that Black Lives Matter. That's what I'm saying. No, they use Black Lives Matter as a guise for their own cause. I don't think it was about Black Lives Matter, that organization. I never knew there was a real organization. I thought that people just put hashtag BLM. I didn't know it was an organization about 80, 90, $100 million. I didn't know that. And then where did it all go? They said that George Floyd's at his crib, the bills ain't even paid over there. If this all started because of George Floyd, why is his people over there struggling? So I understand what he's saying. So he puts White Lives Matter on the back of the shirt as if to say, we haven't won yet. We haven't done it yet. They still don't recognize it. And then that shirt will actually sell. If we just let Kanye do his thing, that shirt would sell. White Lives Matter shirts, they would sell. And then you use that to help Black people out. That would be amazing. But it started kind of going downhill over the course of the week. And you know, it's like my boy said, I mean, he's fighting against Puff, but whoever knew Puff Daddy to be the moral beacon of hope, because I mean, he just fired his nanny because she wanted maternity leave. And he didn't think that was right because it was out of wedlock. Is P. Diddy married to anybody? And then how many kids does he have?
P. Diddy is not married at this current time. He's dating.
I'm just saying he's been fighting.
What's
I'm just
P.
saying.
Diddy got to do with Kanye?
Because I'm talking about the rest of the events that follow the White Lives Matter shirt. If you hold my hand and walk with me, you'll get with me. All I'm saying is over the course
you got to do a better. You got to do a better job of guiding me through. I'm sorry. I don't have my glasses. I left them in the other room.
Hey, can I make a clarification?
No, I don't know. I think you said.
I just want to say, Kanye said, my source, it is right here. Kanye says he's $53 million in debt. That's where he said it at. But he said he invested all his money into his 3 businesses. So that's where his debt went to. And he said he was broke, but he was going to always get it back. But he did say, my source is him. Him saying it. TMZ, he talking to TMZ, that I'm $53 million in debt.
And that's you again taking what he says at face value. You don't take it at face value.
So do we take
when he said that?
Is he a woman? Do I supposed to read his mind?
Do we take at face value the excuse he gave for the White Lives Matter shirt if we don't take him saying he's broke at face value, but we do take what he's saying about White Lives Matter at face value?
Carry on,
That don't make no sense.
I just thought, nah, because I'm not even.
That's all I'm saying.
I'm not even doing that. So I'm not even doing that with y'all today.
Anyway,
man. I'm just, I'm gonna say my piece, and then y'all say whatever y'all want to say. All I'm saying is that yes, it started to devolve over the week into something different. I mean, he said they're gonna send all the black, they're gonna put all the black community into against him, and then he's coming back, you know, as the school threat. All right. I get that. I understand that's a little crazy to say. You shouldn't say it, but I'm just saying. I know Jared, I just want to say this. When he said the White Lives Matter thing, he was making fun of an organization that everybody was putting everything behind, bro. Why is nobody understanding that? Y'all don't care that the Black Lives Matter actual organization that people was donating to was stealing from people, and they
Joe, I done made
You
4
didn't see the
videos
way
on
they
them.
ripped them apart
I
for
made
that?
4 videos on them, dog. I don't know what else.
I was about to say they
This
So,
just one
so,
of the
so with
releases.
that being said, all he
They
did was put White
destroyed
Lives Matter
them.
on there was to put was the
But
political
White Lives
statement.
Matter was made not in front of business, Joe, but to the cause back when
Yeah, it
George
was
Zimmerman
made in
killed him.
antithesis,
It
especially
was
like
made before White Lives Matter was made before that business even started. If you look at it, the business came a year after George Zimmerman did what he did.
come on now.
All right. So that's Unico's field. Before I give Afro Comic, because Afro Comic is my Twitter man, and as a result of the White Lives Matter statement that Kanye decided to make, there were certain people, certain figures that did not have a good opinion of what he chose to do. One person happened to be Boosie, and we all know Boosie has no things that he wants to say in response to that. You know, he's even saying, you know, you're going to use your platform to crap on your own race like this is sad. Of course, he went back again, was like, you don't speak. With Kanye was like, you don't speak on me, come to me, little nerd, come smack me, come put me up, I'm gonna shoot the school up, things like that. You know, Boosie saying, you know, might as well go ahead and just beat yourself. You know, talking about shooting the school up, that's not the right word. So we might can have an explanation for the White Lives Matter shirt, but some of the other things Kanye has done might not necessarily have as much of a defense, such as, you know, posting conversations between him and Puff Daddy, as, you know, Unico even mentioned. And the thing I just found was funny, he was like, nah, man, forget you, you fed. I'm sorry, that just was funny to me, even though Puff was
that is
a face-to-face conversation, and he literally just said, I'm finna, anything you text, I will post. And if you go on Kanye's Instagram right now, he ain't got no pictures on there other than this bottom one. It's literally just conversations he is having with people by text message, and he just literally posting them. So necessarily, I can understand the White Lives Matter having an explanation from him, but some of the other things he's doing cannot necessarily be as easily explained or defended. But as my representative for the dark vile areas of Twitter and the internet, please, Afro Commie, tell me your thoughts of Kanye West as it stands right now.
I think he's having another little manic episode, yo. Like, if Kanye's proven anything to us in all of these years, it's that he can make good music and he can take temporary leave of his senses when highly stressed about stuff. He's done it throughout his whole career, sometimes for good reason, sometimes for not. I mean, it's entertaining to a certain degree, but then it's sad kind of because like all of the amazing stuff that he has done, and then you see him act like this, and at the end of the day, all you can be like, I mean, Kanye's a grown ass billionaire. I mean, we really can't nobody tell him nothing, and he knows that. But it's just kind of sad, but it's really entertaining at the same time, just watching him lose it. Like,
I mean, it is entertaining to a certain degree. It's sad to watch. It's sad to say, and also,
I don't think Kanye wants any with Lil Boosie though. I think Lil Boosie smacks the shit out of you.
Ain't nobody saying you need to go to jail.
And that's the thing about, like, yeah, it's free speech. Now, according to my understanding, though it is free speech, you do get to suffer the consequences of what you're saying. Like I said, they don't mind stop you from saying anything.
Yeah, you can say whatever you want, but you can't tell people how to react to what you say.
I would say, like, you could. It's not like we can't prevent you from saying something, but the ramifications of what you say, nothing defends you against that. So if people don't agree,
you can say whatever you want,
or if they choose to take action about what you say, that's up to them. Now, and like I said, like, it's not necessarily just that. Kanye has had a few other posts that he decided to come out and say recently, just like, oh, you know, Mark Zuckerberg used to be my boy, and then just busting out about, you know, how Rocky smashed Yoon, and okay, Rocky didn't smash Yoon, but still doing other stuff along with it. You know, in that interview he did say one thing about how politicians view black people, that, you know, they're basically just an approval rating. I mean, it's a lot. Even down the stuff about Drake, like, you know, hey, Drake would do your baby mama's mama. That's real war. Some stuff with Kylie Jenner, even at that. So it's not like everything can just be okay. You know, it's just Kanye. He just like this whole week. Kanye is just he's made a lot of statements, said a lot of things. Not necessarily just about White Lives Matter. After a certain point, it ain't about that no more. At a certain point, it's just like okay, now it's just Kanye.
Man's going through it, yo.
And I can recall I can also say that I believe it was Zelma that said at this point Kanye might just be unblockable. I think it was the word you say, like uncancelable. That might be the one.
Yeah, you can't. No, there's no canceling him. But that just means when he self-destructs, we're really gonna see it.
Those who choose to retaliate, although otherwise would be protected on paper.
I actually did government jobs. Like you can actually fire somebody for the job for what they say. I don't know what you mean.
That's not necessarily the truth. That's not necessarily the truth.
I'm just saying I don't know where you got this information that like people can fire you for what you say. If that was the case, we'd be going crazy right now.
I'll be wrong. Tori would probably get us. I know you can say what you want.
Yeah, 100%.
But there are sometimes ramifications for the things that you say.
Yeah, you can say whatever you want, but you can't tell people how to react to it.
May I put this on the record?
Go.
On the record, I just wanted to say that I was trying to get to that point. I couldn't get past the damn shirt. So I just want y'all to know for the record that there are some things that Kanye said and did this week that I don't agree with, and not even agree with. It's letting me know based off of what Tory said in his first line was that he's having a manic depressive episode. And I agree with that. And that's what I was going to get to. I apologize for getting hung up on the stuff that's irrelevant about this situation, about his past with Kim, about his past with who's more popular. All I was trying to say was he was making a point, and as you make a point, when you get to your high points, sometimes you start you just snowball down a hill into some things that you shouldn't really snowball down into, and that's when he started talking about he started bringing the Jewish people involved, and people have their own thoughts on about the whole Jewish running people, the running all money and stuff. People have their thoughts on that, and so he may have some things with that, and then I mean, like I said, P. Diddy is not the moral compass. He's not. I'm sorry. It is, he made people walk across a bridge for cheesesteak. I mean, not cheesesteak.
He bought his girlfriend the hip hop podcast of the year award is at BET.
That is what people insinuate. That is not confirmed.
Right, she has 5 episodes. How are you the podcast? 5 episodes.
See, we can't get caught up on that. We can't get caught up on that. We're talking about what's going on. And one more thing. And we do know that he gives his girlfriend a $250,000 allowance per month, allegedly. So I mean, he's not the moral focal point at this point, and he might be calling him federal for a lot of different things. And they say a lot of stuff about what happened with Big allegedly. I'm just saying. I thought that was very funny, and I'm just to bounce off of you, Monray. That was funny about the whole Fed thing. All saying I was getting to that part, but we kept getting caught up on Kim Kardashian. It's not about her. I was just saying he made a point, and it was a good point. And Candace Owens, she's bad, allegedly, but she is coming out with this BLM like expose. And I think we should watch it on Netflix to see how true it is. We should. I think we should.
We already knew how bullshit BLM was.
I'm just saying, if I can
what does that say about Candace Owens? Just real quick. What does that say about Candace Owens?
She uses to whoever to advantage that's on her side.
I was about to say, she fucks with whoever's hot and whoever can push her agenda at the moment.
Okay.
So James, my thing that makes me that the First and the Second Amendment gets a little finicky is because cancel culture is a thing. So if you technically have as much free speech as you please without any worry of anybody using that against you, cancel culture shouldn't be a thing. You shouldn't be able to go back and see something.
Look at what Hitler did just by talking.
Hitler. You shouldn't be able to go back and see something Kevin Hart said 10 to 15 years ago and use that as a reason to get him booted off of hosting the Oscars. Like so things like that makes me question, like, okay, the First and the Second Amendment are not absolute. It is not that smooth and simple. And at our job, we use the language that we're expected to use. that we have to use in order to get.
And
like,
Kanye is considered a public figure, so in public, that's his job. That's how
you cannot say what you want to say.
Even though he's not getting canceled, like I said, he is uncancelable.
I was about to say, there's no canceling Kanye.
You ain't canceling Kanye. Kanye doing what he telling you want to do.
But the threads on Twitter just get longer and longer.
Any final thoughts on Kanye before we move on to our next?
First off, I want to.
I hope the brother gets help.
When Trayvon Martin passed in 2012, the Black Lives Matter hashtag is on Twitter active. The organization wasn't made to July 2013. So that's when it made. So, and White Lives Matter was made in that December to combat that in 2012 because they were like, George Zimmerman killed this young man. Black Lives do matter. White Lives Matter made December. And when he lost, they made an organization in Brooklyn and San Francisco and used it and didn't give
Oh, interesting. You say San Francisco.
Yes, in San Francisco.
Oh,
and of course, Eric Garner and Michael Brown family is really pissed at them. So you can look that up if you want to. They are unhappy with that organization getting money, and they told them to stop using their son name. I don't know if it's not them. It's one of it's
I know we're about to kind of get into this topic, but it's something to be said that gives you a little bit more oomph when it's caught on camera.
I like this.
And I think that's what happened with BLM. When something gets caught on camera, it kind of gives it a little bit more oomph. I'm just saying.
He's not lying. He's not lying. We're going to use that to go into our second topic. If you don't keep up with sports, you ain't got to. Just know that when you got the NBA, when you got the National Basketball Association, you have practice and you have teammates. And supposedly, you do not punch your teammates. But supposedly, what had happened over the course of this week is that a couple of people on the NBA champions, which are the Golden State Warriors, the champions of this current year, two of their members got into a heated interaction. Now, supposedly, one of them hit the other one or forcibly struck them. But the thing that you know is that when you don't see something, it's hard to really put it into context. It's hard to really understand the gravity of the situation. And like Nico said, when you see something or when you see it on camera or whatever, it puts a lot more gravity into the situation. So at first, this is going to go under the radar. But since somebody decided to leak a nice, lovely video of their practice, we'll go on into it right now and I'll calmly explain. Draymond Green is the gentleman that is walking away currently. This is a simple practice. And it seems like he's over there pondering something, as you can clearly see. And the one he's going to have the interaction with is in the gray jersey right there. All of a sudden, you see Draymond walk back into frame. Like he thought about it and said, you know what, bro? I'm not cool with whatever it is you said. Go ahead and get the little hug up on like you do when you're about to fight somebody. Pushes off all of a sudden. Wow! Oh! All of a sudden got slept. And it's just like, wait. I wasn't ready. So let's go back in a little bit more slow-mo. Draymond walks back up into him, gets the little shoulder to shoulder like you do in grade school, push off, and next thing you know, he just buddy got slipped. He didn't even see that coming. And the crazy thing is nobody really paid much attention to it except maybe the coach. He's like, hold up, bro. Maybe this isn't right. Shka! Like, just didn't even think twice. And it puts it in so much better context. Yeah, he should have protected his chin. I've seen a bunch of people have a few different aspects of this. Somebody was like, well, when you push somebody off like that, what's going to happen next. Or he's going to end up stealing off you or something. I don't know if that's necessarily true when you just push somebody off you like that. That next move is to instantly come straight up with, the right hook to the chin. And somebody was like, that's a sucker punch. Because, like, we in practice, nobody really expected you to just take that quick, cheap shot. I've seen plenty of analysts saying, that's a sucker punch, that's a cheap shot. You ain't really supposed to do that kind of thing. And now that the video is out, now that you have a video evidence of what happens, and the media and the world is seeing it, now it makes the situation worse because it's hard to just sweep that under the rug when we clearly can see the person actually take a shot at his own teammate. And now everybody got their own like how action should be taken. Should he be suspended? Should he be suspended without pay? Should he be gone for the beginning of the season? So far, the Warriors, all they had previously said that they're going to deal with it internally, but that was before the video leaked out. And I do say leaked out because nobody really knows how this got to TMZ. Or because they don't have any sound in it either. So apparently someone was just sitting there scoping. Like, okay, I'm just gonna pay attention to this, just take a little normal practice and they just got lucky. So, they might be overpaid NBA brats, as James said, who knows?
Yeah.
The Golden State cameraman, since you supposedly leaked it out yourself, tell me what you saw and what you think should happen, what's going down. Should he protected his chin like Gerard Phillips said, man? Should he have helped? Should he have been watching them? Let me know, bro. What you think?
My bad. I didn't mean to leak it. TMZ just offered a lot of money. I'm just saying. but let's go. We did this yesterday, so let's go over it again. If you in the street and this happens, that's not a sucker punch. You on a team in a practice in which this is kind of normal, that is a sucker punch. Because it's your job. Nobody at your job you don't punch people in the job. Nobody expects you to punch. Well, even when we fought in the locker room in football, you knew you was going to get in the fight because everybody got around, make sure it didn't get out of hand, make sure nobody used weapons or something crazy. You handled it. You know what I mean? If you get everybody in a circle, make sure it don't get too crazy. Yeah, you at your job punching a coworker. That's insane. It's a sucker punch at your.
Yeah.
You ain't
punching your coworker is wild.
Yeah, punch your
that.
Yeah, you punch your coworker at your job. From what I read, I don't know how much is true. He was talking about how much he gonna get a big deal, and that Draymond was triple single or something like that, and they were just jawing at each other. Draymond allegedly called him the B word a lot, multiple times they said, and allegedly, I don't know. Steph said nothing Jordan Poole said warranted that. A lot of the teammates said it didn't warrant that, and getting punched like that.
I mean, while this might be true, it doesn't necessarily
you
say
shouldn't,
that
you shouldn't punch them at. You shouldn't punch them at the job though.
Yeah,
but even
like
though
push
some
your
should be
coworker off or
punched.
led into some metal poles. I mean, it wasn't necessarily like that, but to the defense, Draymond could have injured, like literally broke or fractured Poole's jaw, which would cost him a lot of time and possibly money because you're injuring your own teammate. So it could have had worse ramifications. Luckily, Poole is fine, but
yeah.
You don't necessarily need to do. Like I said, I don't think anything. I can't say nothing warranted it, but you shouldn't have just flat out punched him. Like it shouldn't have gotten to that point. And like many NBA people have said, trash talking happens in practice. It happens all the time. People get the jawing all the time. Draymond Green has gotten the jawing with people all the time. It's not nothing new. It's just I think everybody around the scenario, except for maybe the coach himself, who it looked like Steve Kerr was walking close to it because he saw Draymond was going to snap or something like that, but nobody else really seemed to pay much attention. Don't really know how that happened, but just they've been keeping quiet about it since this video leaked out. Yet they try to do investigations on how, and it's just it's crazy. How many on the team when two guys are out for a few games? What's the loss? It depends on the significance of the players, and for them, those two. Now, one to suspend Poole when Poole didn't do anything is wrong. Poole got punched. He didn't do anything.
Draymond Green is taking time away from the team. Draymond
wild.
Green said today he is leaving. He said he is taking time away from the team. He apologized in a public interview. Steph talked about it as the team leader. By the way, for the people that don't know, what Draymond Green would be the one with assault because he ran up to Poole and touched his personal space, which means he initiated it by running up to him and touching his chest, which is like if I knock Joe hat off, that is assault by definition.
And Joe would be able to defend himself.
Yeah.
But either way, it doesn't necessarily warrant that kind of thing unless he just really said something that made him snap, which it doesn't seem like it, but who knows? But if he's taking time away from the team, that's fine. But that doesn't really make it seem like a punishment. It makes it seem like, okay, I'm just gonna take some time away.
Yeah, it's like I need a break.
You got the better part of 3 months before the season.
He knocked somebody else.
You got the better part of 3 weeks before the season starts. So it's just like it's a little weird to be like you can take some time off for the team, sure, and then you can come back and still play. So it's still weird, but whatever. Either way, this is a situation. It shouldn't have really happened. Shouldn't have got to that point. We never would have known how bad it was. Had TMZ not got that lovely leaked video, which we'll never know who leaked it probably. Don't know, don't care.
Whoever leaked it got paid though. For real, That's a money video.
They never go out drinking together. I don't necessarily know. I don't know. All I know they champs. And Jordan Poole young, he finna get a big paycheck. People
Draymond old and Jordan Poole young. I doubt they go out together.
Y'all can't tell me nothing. I'm a young NBA champion. Who knows? But it's a lot to it.
Draymond got a wife. Jordan Poole's single in 20.
May I weigh in on this?
Go ahead, my
man. So here's the deal. When we first heard about this, it was a whole bunch of, oh man, that happens, man. I got one of my best friends. I call him my brother, man, Kelly. We used to get into it all the time, push each other, all that type of stuff. But you would just say, man, it just happens. It's just sports. It happens. Teammates, they're competitive. I was a wide receiver, he's a corner. It happens. But when the footage came out, my brother's not hitting me like that, bro.
That was the fake behind it.
crash
my teammate is not hit. Damn the sneak. Like, see, I thought it was gonna be one of those, like, they separating each other, and then he just kind of throw a swing over the top or something, like they separate, and you just might kind of connect.
You got full chin, dog.
If y'all don't mind, now the video is out, like I said, the day before this came out, I was like, oh, this happens between homies, but here we have it right here. Here is the video. Niggas talking shit. That's what we do. We might get into each other's face real quick. It's that one homie that really don't want to fight you like that. I pushed you off of me. Superman punch.
TKO.
You cannot jump into a punch as if you are taking off as a wide receiver and then taking off as Superman and then taking off as One Punch Man. You not my boy. You not my boy. That's not my boy behavior, guy. Something happened.
I will say I agree with James. He got a good bit of length. He got a good bit of length, bro.
I didn't get to say this yesterday though, but Scotty Beam, shout out to Scotty Beam, Apple Music. She said, "Why did Draymond Green punch that little boy like that?" We gotta fight though. She is fine. And by the way, Ruby Rose retweeted, and a bunch of fine women just retweeted it, dog. You gotta get your get back.
And I bet they'll still fuck him though. But secondly, bruh, my friend is not.
You can't say nothing to him, Joe.
No, yeah, for real. Your homeboy is not doing you like that.
You're not gonna hit me like Tori.
That is not your friend.
Tori, me and you homies. I don't feel like you'll give me a full punch like that.
No.
I think you'll make me feel you. But I
those
don't think
are
you'll
punches that you give to people that you don't like. That's bad. There was bad intent there. Like,
that was all bad intention. That was all bad
pure maliciousness.
And maybe it's because Draymond Green, I mean, he wasn't able to put as much into the finals as much as Jordan Poole did when he had the game. That man was shooting like Steph Curry one game, and they started calling it a pool party. Is what I heard. And Draymond wasn't invited.
Well, he took it personally. Apparently,
he got to go. I'm sorry, suspension.
If Wiseman hooping, Draymond in trouble.
Draymond doesn't do anything for the team anymore other than
he crashed him.
That's not okay. Went slump, dog. His legs slumped.
Oh, you see his knees?
Them knees.
I
thought it was SWV. I get so weak in the knees.
And this was my first time seeing it, but bruh, he crashed him.
That's a good point, James.
I think nobody expected it.
Like
I was
Draymond, as soon as he saw Steve Kerr knew something was gonna happen. Nobody else moved.
But I don't think anybody probably thought that was about to happen.
Yeah, you push around, we're gonna shove, we're gonna talk, we're gonna separate, we're going about our business.
Hey, shout out to my boy Chili Will, man. I gotta get out there with my boy Chili Will and Miz here in a little bit.
But they probably had to go through concussion protocols for that nigga.
I think on like the last year of this deal, he could easily be booted off.
He better hope Josh Wiseman don't. If Wiseman balling, Montana,
this is something to keep an eye on. We'll give a shout out to that. Otherwise,
he got to go. Lee got to get in there 1 year. Get him out. You don't do that shit.
But we're gonna go to the last thing. Just some viral take, some on TikTok. Because if I don't keep you up with what's going viral on the top or some other things, I'd be wrong. So this is making sense. Naturally, we do have one video that's gonna be quite funny. Since on Locker Room previously on our Blur Cartel page, we did go over some things about what we define real manhood like, or what it means to be a man. And we happened to come off to a viral video where somebody else had a definition for us of what a real man is. And I just feel like, since it's going to have a little lighthearted mood to end off our show, I'm going to let it be played and let y'all give y'all takes on what y'all think this person said.
See, the problem with the world today is that a lot of y'all men were never taught what a real man is and what a real man does. A real man works 7 days a week, comes home to his stay-at-home wife, cooks her a hot meal, does the laundry, makes sure her nails and toes and her hair is done, serves her, does the dishes, makes sure the kids are put away to sleep, gets up in the morning, get them ready for school, and do it all over again. That's a real man.
So like I said, I would be remiss if I did not make sure you all are aware of the viral things that are going on and talking everything else. And that's our definition of a real man. It is hilarious. I also heard some children in the background. I'm willing to put money down that one or two of those children might belong to her. I would just say. So I was like, maybe she can give me a definition because I'm assuming that she has a husband. He could be, the definition of the real man that she is describing. That is basically serving her every whim, and she doesn't have to lift a finger to do anything. She doesn't have to take care of the kids. She doesn't have to work. She doesn't have to take care of anything of the house. She doesn't have to do anything of the sort. BDSM, bro. I think we passed some BDSM stuff. She feels as though she don't even have to move. She feels
we're past bondage at this point, my friend.
She feels as though she ain't got to.
That is far more. There's a lot of subservience she's looking for.
She even said you got to do the nails and the feet. I'm like, fam, I got to do nails.
She's looking for an addicted slave.
So first off, I got to get the kids ready every day. Then work 7 days a week. Come home, clean house, cook food, take care of you, put kids to sleep. What I give you? What are you there for? What do I give you? I'm be too tired to do anything with you at that point, regardless of the fact. At that point, what's the point?
We not real men. We don't understand.
7 days a week, and you got to take care of all this. Gotta be a full-time job, so it's gonna be at least bare minimum.
See, I'm a scumbag.
8-10 hours a day. 8-10 hours a day. 7 days a week. We talking. Just take 8 hours a day. Just take average 8 hours a day. That's 56 hours a week. 56 hours, which is probably gonna be a little more than that because you gotta take care of kids and stuff on top of it. So we'll just say, a good 60 hours a week. Then you still gotta put the kids to bed. Still gotta wake them up in the morning. Still gotta clean the house. Still gotta take care of her.
Damn, she killed my best friend.
I feel you, James. You said nobody gonna simp for her. We passed simping.
Yeah, bro. If somebody's doing that, they're long. We're past the simp. The simp line was crossed a while ago.
You leeching at that point.
I think the simp would be like, yo, that's too much.
You leeching at that point.
Yeah, the simp has standards to a certain extent.
You're like, I do your feet and toes, but I can't wake up with the kids.
Like I said, she's looking for a slave, yo.
Can I not work? That's what the simp would say. I'll be a house.
You feel like you've been sitting on something on your spirit for a little minute since I watched it.
I've been trying to man. I had my little segment with the Kanye thing. I've been just trying to let everybody else get their rocks off. May I speak on this? I went to a place called Muncie Central, and on the side of the gym at Muncie Central, they had what we would call the special classes. People that had targeted needs that only that side of the school could help. And sometimes they would have lunch just in that room and not in the cafeteria with everyone else. But there are people in this world that are willing to do that for the sake of saying that they have somebody to do that for.
Whoa.
Are you catching my drift?
Can take advantage of the mentally challenged.
I have a feeling that she has somebody that is
she's living off. You're saying you think she's living off of somebody's disability check, bro?
I wouldn't say disability check, but somebody that is abled enough to go to work. But like able enough to go to a regular job, maybe bag groceries or maybe put carts into Walmart.
Or someone that's getting a fat check from the government. There's a disabled veteran out there that's actually got his case up to date and getting paid right.
There's somebody out there that's willing to do that. It's just not crazy, it's just not. I don't want to say that he's not a real man for that. I don't want to disparage him. It's just something I wouldn't do. I'm gonna live my life.
Part of me wants to think that she's
and how I want to do
it. Actually, on Section 8 in the hood, struggling.
I have never thought I would say this, but I'm finna repeat my boy GS baby. He is a sucker.
No. Okay, so what does that tell you about the term sucker? Because I've seen people that are in those, what they call it, handy capable. I've seen them be in situations where the girl won't lay on top of her. The girl won't lay on top of them. Okay, I've seen this, but he works every single day.
Oh shit!
And I'd be like, man, do you have to work every day?
Just put it.
But he'd be like, yeah.
Just put his whole group by definition, dog, and just put them by something.
We got it.
By the way, I know one too.
I gotta keep the lights on. I'm like, what does she do? Oh, she gets her hair and nails done. She be at Club Pressure.
She gives me a handy every once in a while.
We gotta make sure she look good when she's at Club Pressure. I know there's some people out there, but I'm just saying they didn't walk the hallways with us in high school. They're
gonna raise other people's children.
Them the dudes that end up going like super red pill when they hit 30.
Oh,
that's like what's the boy name that married? What's his name? Lenore that married Rhaenyra. It's like Lenore, except he's not gay. He just taking off the kids.
He's really just not getting none.
But the problem is because he doesn't have lunch.
Lenore was out there smashing knights left and right.
Well, I'm gonna leave it.
Hey, you stupid James. Hey, I feel you though.
Hey.
I'm gonna leave it at that one. Appreciate everybody for joining us.
He's not wrong.
It's valid.
It's valid. GGC Mafia Media. And of course, I'm gonna let them introduce themselves. First off, we have not a real man, I guess himself. Since you ain't a real man, you can tell us who are you as you leave out.
I'm not a real man, but I am La Alpha Zelme, looking cute, looking clean, looking sexy. And you can find me at the link tree below if you're on Overall 99 Media channel at linktree/Zelme. And you can find me on Overall 99, all of them, because it's like a lot of them. We got a bunch of them now, so you can find me on all those. And you can and the merch coming soon. That's all I gotta say. I wanted to show it. But it's under review.
Don't worry. We'll see the merch next time. It's coming soon. It's gonna be nice. And of course, under him we have Unico, aka DoorDash, aka Jordan is a bitch player, aka the culture is gone, but the Black Mary is out, aka we miss Robert, but Black Panther is mid, aka make comedy great again, but Michael Vick, aka the young heathen or Christian Mingle himself. Unico Williams, let us know where we can find you.
Let's go.
I answered to like 4 of those things. Or 7.
Oh.
I hate that you have a spreadsheet, but also UnicoWilliams.com. All those roads lead right here to where you see me today. So go ahead and go to UnicoWilliams.com and take you to Overall 99 Media, and take you to Blurred, all that stuff, man. So come rock with me, man. And I'm sorry that no, I don't apologize for anything except for I wish that my friends would come to their senses sometimes, but it's okay.
Of course. And then finally we have the evil one, the Dark Lord from the dredges of Twitter himself, the Afro Commie 765.
Voldemort! Nigga, do something.
You already know. Afro Commie 765 on everything. You can catch me on Overall 99, being an Overall 99 scumbag most of the time, anywhere on the internet.
Yes, aka Mr. Anger Kinks himself. You can find him on the darkest reaches of the Twitter feed. And of course, I am your host, Monterey Hudson. You can find me all over on Overall 99 Media. Also on the Blur Cartel, which we are here every day posting up something, give you something live, as well as on Overall 99 Media. Plenty of good hot takes, plenty of good reviews, plenty of good sauce you can come there and see. And of course, you can find me on Broke Ugly Dudes or Buzz on YouTube as well. Appreciate everybody for joining. Appreciate James, though, from Twitch. We appreciate you for tuning in. Make sure to come like, submit, and subscribe to all of the media that you see here. Otherwise, we out. I appreciate y'all for joining.
Peace.